Peace, Black family. So, as some of us know, all of you don't know this, but Trump has officially been cheated out of the election. Now, in the American presidential election process, many presidents have been cheated. This is nothing new, but this come election, Donald J. Trump, they really cheated him. Biden did not have the support and the votes that people are trying to make it seem like. You think Biden gonna outdo Obama? Like, black people didn't come out and vote for Biden all like that. White folks didn't either. Like, Republican observers of the counting for the votes, they were trying to be in there to make sure that the ballots were counted correctly and fairly for the Republican Party. They were kicked out. They were asked to leave. They were asked to stand in positions where they couldn't even see the count and observe, which they were there to do. Ballots that were mailed in were found burned. A delivery driver, I believe, of FedEx, was sent to jail because he was up in Canada trying to discard of mail-in ballots up in Canada. They caught him at the Canadian border. China even mailed in ballots. There's ballots being cast of people who are dead. Just a lot of corruption. The news media unofficially declaring Donald J. Trump as the president. I mean, not Donald J. Trump, but Biden as the president. And states, Republican states like Michigan and Georgia, Biden wins in. Like, this stuff, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't at all make any sense. And some people who don't like Trump, I mean, me personally, I didn't go out and vote at all because neither Republican or the Democratic Party is supporting any issue that black people have to face. But people think that Biden is going to make a difference now, since Biden is allegedly in office, because Trump right now is filing lawsuits. And they have a lot of proof. They have a lot of evidence out there that fraud was committed. But Trump, he's filing lawsuits, and they're planning on taking it all the way up to the Supreme Court. Now, it may not hold in the Supreme Court because there's more conservative justices in the Supreme Court. But people think that Biden is going to be any different. Now the masks, they're going to be permanent. We're going to see mandatory vaccinations. I mean, Biden, he's on the side of the globalists. He's on the side of the elites. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, Bill Gates. Even Bill Gates came out and he expressed that he was glad because of Biden's victory. And he is enthusiastic about working alongside the Biden administration. So even Bill Gates was in favor of Biden. Why do you guys think that all this time the news media, the mainstream news media, was shaming Trump and defamating his name this whole time? He had a lot of people against him. A lot of powerful people. I mean, the elites, right now, they're infighting with each other. The elites, they wanted Biden. I'm telling you, we in some bad days, black family. We witnessing the fall of America. This right here, this is the fall of America. There's already shutdowns in Europe. Places like Greece, you have to get permission to leave your home. And London, businesses are shutting down. The mainstream media is not covering any of this. So they really want us to die. It's not about the shutdowns. They trying to kill off massive amount of people. But I'm waiting to see what's going to happen in the upcoming weeks, because things just don't feel the same. We have to get out of these cities, get out of these cities, get out of these cities. Like, I really prefer Trump to stay in office, because like I said, it's not over yet. But I prefer Trump to stay in office over Biden, just to say fuck you to all of those who feared 4 more years of Trump, who went to vote out of fear, who went to vote because they believed that Biden will bring change. But you got to understand, both of these presidents, both Trump and Biden, said that they will not defund and dismantle the police. They will not get rid of qualified immunity for the police. They will not give reparations to black people. So we're not getting anything different by having Biden in the office. We're getting the same thing. We're getting the overt racist to a covert racist. And Joe Biden has a terrible record in relationship to black people. That 1994 crime bill, and even Kamala Harris, how many black people she locked up when she was prosecutor, how many black people she withheld evidence from who were innocent, how many black people she kept in prison beyond their prison sentence, how many mothers she locked up and laughed about it when asked about it. I mean, Kamala Harris, she really made a mockery out of black people, going on radio talk shows, dancing to Cardi B and pulling out hot sauce out of her purse. She said in a radio interview, she said that she won't do anything specifically for black people. No, I'm not going to do anything specifically for black people, but vote for me. And this is who we have. This is exactly who we have. In Black America, I hope you're happy. You got what you wanted. The uneducated, dumbed down Black America, but the intelligent Black America, we know what's up. And we've been trying to educate you all this time. Don't vote for these people without reparations. Don't vote for them without a black agenda. Trump ain't no different than any other president we done had. With the Democrats, they stole this election. They stole it good and swell. Because like I said, the powers that be, they wanted Biden to be their guy. They wanted him to be the next president of USA Inc. The next president of this corporation that we call a country. And why do you give a fuck about who president anyway? If we get slain in the streets, we second-class citizens in this country. What more proof do any of you need that we're not citizens of this country? That we should stop participating in this system and begging these people to do things for us that we can do for ourselves. We don't need to beg these people to do things for us. We can do it for ourselves. We can build communities ourselves. We can build industry, grocery stores, banks, which we really shouldn't repeat the world. The Matrix, we really shouldn't repeat the Matrix. We should try to get out of the Matrix. The very notion that we need to keep going to these people and begging them for the things that we need. Makes the system keep working. When we gonna wake up and realize that we don't need these people for shit? They need us so they can stay in power and be in the positions that they are in. Why do we keep allowing these people to rule us? People who do not give a fuck about us. And they ruling over us. Let the system fall. Let the system crumble. Shit. And see, the Democrats, they gonna push the lockdown. See, Trump, he was trying to keep the system open and keep the businesses running. See, he was hinting to you guys. When he caught the coronavirus, he was hinting to you that the coronavirus ain't shit. It's not as catastrophic as the mainstream media tries to make it to be. You see, when he said he allegedly caught the coronavirus, he out in front of the media just as healthy as he can be. He doesn't have any signs or symptoms of being sick. But they say allegedly that you can catch the coronavirus and be asymptomatic. And within a short period of time, here come Trump. Healed of all symptoms, signs and symptoms of the coronavirus. Allegedly. So he just hinting to you guys. And you haven't got the hint. And he told you 6 months. Donald J. Trump. Now remember again, I'm not a Trump supporter. But I see through bullshit. Donald J. Trump told you guys 6 months before the election that there were going to be voter fraud. That they were going to have issues with those mail-in ballots. He already knew that they didn't want him in that seat. So they were going to do everything they could do to jeopardize him. And they sure did. Donald J. Trump was jeopardized. I don't know when you stupid motherfuckers gonna wake up and see. See, I put this information on my Facebook page, and then I was called a conspiracy theorist. See, they think people like me who try to tell the truth and share it with you all that we're nuts and we're conspiracy theorists and we're coons and quacks. But we keep trying to tell you until we blue in the face. And a lot of you, it don't register. Because you too interested in celebrities, love and hip hop, Shark Tank, all the shows on the Idiot Box. You too interested in cars, clothes, and jewelry. Instead of the world around you and how these motherfuckers, they got agendas for us. And all y'all paying attention to the election. Do you know the New York State Bar made it mandatory for you to get the vaccination? And Cuomo in New York, he made it mandatory at New York airports that you have to show proof of a negative coronavirus test. And see, it's been a lot of false positives. But you know what? I'm all over the place. I'm going to go on and get up off this. But y'all better be careful and cautious. And don't celebrate just yet, all you Biden supporters. Stay woke.